Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Morning Brew. I don't even know what day it is. I know that it's May now. Oh, it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Are you guys Star Wars fans? I'm not really like a huge Star Wars fan. Actually, let me start this over again. Hold up one moment. There, that's better. Now I have our little droid back here since it is May the 4th. I have mine, but I can't reach mine. It's too high in the closet, and my husband's not here to get it down. So that's his. Mine's purple, of course. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. I hope you guys were able to join us for Mass this past weekend. And if not, it's still up. You can go check it out. Just a reminder, we actually have daily Mass going up tomorrow as well at 9 a.m. So we hope you can join us then and pray with us. But how are you guys doing? I know it's kind of crazy. We've been in this for a very long time, and I just wanted to kind of see how everyone's doing. Hopefully you're hanging in there. And yeah, it's May 4th. Can't believe it. We're in May already. I know I talk about like how quickly and kind of slow at the same time this time it's been going, but it's been pretty freaking crazy, right? Well, anyway, this past weekend we talked about how Jesus is the Good Shepherd. It was Good Shepherd Sunday, in fact. And I think that's just so... I just love that the church has so many different, basically holidays or holy days to celebrate. And Jesus being the Good Shepherd is one of them. And when we think about Jesus being the Good Shepherd, we can reflect on how we need to know his voice, right? And we need to be able to hear the voice of the Lord, especially in times like these of uncertainty. I even think that the Lord could be using this time for us, if we allow him to, of course, but we could be using this time to grow closer to the Lord and learn what his voice sounds like. You know, when you hear a familiar voice, it could be from across the room, but if someone says your name or even says a nickname that they call you by, you automatically turn and I don't know, you look and you know the voice. Or if you pick up the phone, I mean, nowadays we have caller ID, but I don't know, I just think about my family's voice. Like if they were to answer the phone, I would know who it was, right? Like if I'm calling my mom's phone, but if my dad answers, I know who it is, right? And even if it was a random number, I think I'd be able to recognize my parents or my sister's or my husband's voice. And in the same way, the Lord wants us to be able to hear his voice and to understand how he is speaking to us, right? And a great way to come to know the Lord's voice is by reading scripture. So my challenge for you today and all throughout this week is just to read a little bit of scripture. I feel like we can get overwhelmed when we set goals for ourselves that might be bigger than where we're at. And so just try to think what would be a good start for you to incorporate scripture in your life. Maybe you're just reading the Psalm of the day. Maybe you're opening the Bible and just reading one verse and seeing how the Lord is speaking to you. But the more we get to know scripture, the better we'll be able to hear his voice, because we begin to understand how the Lord would respond to things and how he would say it, what he would say, and if it's good, true, and beautiful, and so it's important to know how the Lord speaks. I know some people, and I like to do this myself, is when you journal, so you go ahead and just journal right to the Lord. It's a way to like engage in dialogue with the Lord, I guess, and you just write, and when you feel or hear that God is telling you something, you put it in parentheses, or you put or you write it in a different color and just write what the Lord is saying to you, and then kind of reflect and do it that way. But yeah, so I encourage you, read scripture this week. On Wednesday, we will again come together, and I'll go ahead and go over some scripture, but I thought that today we can just kind of set the stage of what we will concentrate on this week, at least what I will. But yeah, I know this had nothing to do with May the 4th, but still, May the 4th be with you, aka go watch some Star Wars movies today. If you have Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure they're all on there, so have a field day, all right? All right, anyway, until Wednesday, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye!